Hi and welcome back to a new 3 Calibers YouTube video, and tomorrow we're going away hunting for some wild boar. We're going to get into more of that later in the video. I just want to take the opportunity to show you my new loadout, which is this. Pretty nice, huh? This is on a Bergara Extreme Sierra, shamed in 308. I did have a 6.5 Creedmoor before this, which I loved. The only problem was ammunition. It was hard to get ammunition in the parts where I live. So I decided to go for a shorter barreled 308 that I know I can find ammunition for, and Stefan has one of these as well, and I got to try it out and I just fell in love with it. So it became one of those. On it I have put a smaller Svemco silencer. It still silences like 27 decibels and 24 decibels. But the most important thing, the scope. I got to choose between the different scopes I wanted, and I chose a Sightmark Presidio 1.5 to 9 times 45 because I have tried this scope out before and I just fell in love with it. Not only is the glass very clear, and the throw lever makes it very easy to change which zoom I want on the scope, but mainly because I just love it. And since it has a 9 times scope, it has more than enough range for me to make a shot that I'm comfortable with, which is about max 150 meters on a living target as of now. I don't want to take anything further than that, because I just want to make a safe shot as possible to make sure the animal doesn't suffer, so I can have a clean shot and a clean kill. So yeah, this is my loadout, and I just can't stress how much I like Sightmark enough, because this company makes good quality scopes for a fraction of the cost of what other big name brands do, and I must say I can't really see the difference. And I'd rather spend the money on more adventures and maybe more fuel in the car, more ammunition, than to spend a lot of money on a scope when I can find one for a fraction of the cost that does the job equally as well. So yeah, let's go hunting.
Okay, so we just arrived to the first part of the woods, so we're gonna have to walk through a path here to get to the actual feeding station. And as I said, we're trying for some piglets, mostly because they have been causing some damage from the property owner, and also we have a barbecue on Sunday, and it would be pretty nice to have like a whole roasted pig on it. So yeah, we have a bit of a walk to get to the actual feeding station, and I know there is pigs in here. We have a group of like 15 of them. Yeah, so we just heard something, so I'm gonna load. I'm gonna be real careful walking up here, so because we can bump into them. Yeah, let's go.
To get to the actual feeding station, we're gonna have to cross over the Bridge of Budget.
And as we can see from this giant mud puddle, is that the recent activity here. They're different from like this small to like this big. Hopefully we can get one.
And the next obstacle is the Well of Fortune. And I just keep using my Pixar Mile 2 to scope ahead, so I hopefully don't spook anything out of the area. And then we have to make it over the famous Pirates Mud's plank.
Still. Still. Försiktigt upp. Linnea, filma mig. Mig.
I wanted to take my time and try and climb onto the hunting stand to get a better shot and a better assess which one I want to shoot and what's behind the target. But what I don't see when I'm doing this is the piglet just running away, hiding behind the tree.
They ran off.
Some of you might be wondering why I don't take the shot at the sow standing there. It's a pretty good shot, some debris in the way, and more meat than the piglets. And that is quite simple because here in Sweden, the leading sow is off limits for hunting. And you can see she's looking right at us, don't really know what we are yet, haven't really got the smell of us because we have the wind in our face, and just trying to assess the situation.
As you can see right there, there's the sow. She knows something is up. But hopefully we can just wait a few minutes. Brought this. This is a lifesaver. I know Stefan thinks this is cheating, but yeah, I'd rather take cheating and not get eaten by mosquitoes than rubbing his like jungle oil on himself and just smell it like that for 2 months. But in about 5 minutes, the feeder is gonna start to spraying out some food again. And hopefully, if we sit and wait, they're gonna come back. Holy shit, did you hear that pig? That must have been one monster pig. So, it is just, there they are. Did you see them? Here they come. It's really an army of them. I'm kind of like in a bit of a mental struggle right now because I do think they're a bit too small to be shooting because you don't really get a lot of meat off them. But at the same time, the landowner wants me to reduce the number because as you can see, there's a lot of them. And if we don't start now and wait till they get too big, the risk is that the sow has kicked them off. Then we have like 15 groups of other wild boar. And that's not really good. I'm just gonna have to wait and see if I can get a good shot of them. Hopefully one of the little bigger ones. Den längst bort till höger. Är du beredd? Okay, so we shot one. The weapon is safe. I can still hear them. So I'm gonna take a look, see if they're close. This last time we shot a pig here, when we went to take care of it, we could hear the other ones like 20 meters away, and it was really scary. It looks alright. I must say, it's a good feeling to help the landowner, because he's really tired of them. But it is a bit of a sour moment. It's a very small one. But they become a problem, so we have to deal with them. And some of you might think, okay, we have a feeding station. If we just keep feeding them, they're going to stay here. But it isn't really the case. Even though they have a feeding station, they're in the gardens, they're in the fields. And I know this group we have seen in the fields like a couple of times as well, so we know it's them. So we just have to keep after them and make sure that they don't get too big of a problem. But still, it feels a bit weird shooting such a small one. So yeah, it's the first animal with the new gun and with the new scope. Maybe not the one that you always want to have. You might want to shoot some bigger ones so you get more meat, but this is control, pest control, especially in these areas where there are a lot of them and a bunch of people are having troubles with them. So gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so I'm just gonna go check so everything is done, and to not put more people in risk, I'm leaving my camera woman up in the stand, just in case. No, it looks alright. They're not here. Oh, sorry, buddy. So as we said, it's not the biggest one, but it needs to be done, and it's bigger than I thought when I looked through it through the scope. Okay, so here we have it, guys. It's a small one, but as I said, you gotta do what you gotta do. So gun is empty. A perfect shot, right behind the shoulder. It was dead before it knew it. So yeah, now he's gonna take him back and make sure he's good, doesn't have any trichinosis, and then he's our barbecue meat for Sunday. Yeah, good hunt. I'm gonna go back over the mud plank. Back over the Well of Fortune. And lastly over the Bridge of Budgets. Okay, so we just took care of that pig, and it's just 6 o'clock at the evening. So I think they might be heading back in like an hour or two, because there's a lot of corn out. So what we're going to do is we're going to sneak back, get in the hunting stand, and then my camera woman is going to take this one and see if we can get her a wild boar as well. And don't you know it, if we're going to have to go over the Bridge of Budget again, and the Well of Fortune, and lastly over the mud plank, which was a bit scary holding the camera like this. How come you're back? Wait, there's two of you. Three, what the? They're gonna eat all the corn. Do something about this. Okay guys, we've been here for a few hours and it's been really quiet. It's been those birds keeps coming there. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna call it a night and head home. Maybe jump in the pool a quick bit because it's really hot. It's like 32 degrees Celsius. It's been really hot. But thank you guys for watching 3 Caliber's YouTube channel. Please press the like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. And we'll see you next time. You're always your most gracious when you climb down the hunting stand.